Welcome to Mental Recovery,
a podcast brought to you by men for men.
Yep, from the male's perspective.
Yep. I will say, if you are a woman watching this, thank you for trying to understand us. We also don't understand us, but we're trying to help.
Yeah, we're like a Rubik's Cube that never truly gets solved.
Yeah, I mean, we get close. Might be like one red square away.
Yep.
But we'll figure it out in the end.
That
you know?
dang corner.
Yeah. I've never even tried to solve a Rubik's Cube.
I can get one side down pretty well.
I would normally take the stickers off them and go solved because I don't see color.
Colorblind and deaf.
Yeah.
How about that?
Okay, I'm not actually colorblind.
How dare you?
Yeah, I've been lying to you for 13. I'm just kidding. But welcome back to the episode.
Hope you guys are doing well, in a good mental space and all that fun stuff.
Hopefully we've been helping a little bit. Hopefully you can relate and hopefully you can't relate. But in the end, again, our whole goal on this is to be each other's
therapist or like sounding rod.
I was going to say rock, but then it sounds like we're in a relationship. We're in a friendship, not a relationship.
Yep. One of the closer friendships that I've had for a while. Why are your hands wet?
I'm nervous around you. No. But no, it is this. This is a very long friendship that we've had.
Yeah. That's more than likely going to continue well into the future.
Oh yeah, 100%. There'll be it'll probably be up to the days I don't remember you.
Same here.
Yeah, it'd be more of like, who's that at my door? And then it'd be some lady pushing you.
Yep, rolling me up in a wheelchair with
and you'll
no
be
legs.
like, why am I here? And I'll be like, who are you? And then you'll be like,
I don't know.
Zach?
Chris?
Who? Like, it's just going to be, we already know it's going to be a lifelong friendship. It really will be. But another episode, another talking point. Today is about friendship.
Yeah.
And it's also about, you say it.
Camaraderie.
That word. There's too many R's in.
Give it a try.
Wait, okay, I wrote it down over there. Camaraderie.
You cheater. That's why you wrote it.
That's why I wrote it, exactly.
All right, hold on.
Nope. No. Hey.
Now say it.
Camaraderie. I can still see it. Anyways, but it's going to be about friendship and that. And I couldn't see it because he was moving it. But
just the fun stuff we
like,
do.
You know, it's basically the same thing, but you might see it as different, but it is basically the same thing.
Yeah.
But that's what we have.
Yeah.
We have friendship and camaraderie. So I'm glad I can sort of say it, all right? Stop making fun of me. You're my friend.
That's why I make fun of you.
I know. And I'm glad you do. Somebody has to.
Right?
But no, it is just about that. And
that's the type of friendship we have. Everybody says, why are you saying that to him? I thought you guys were friends. It's like, we are, but that's just how our friendship is.
That's why we say it.
Yeah. I can call him a skinny, twig-armed bastard, and he can call me fat all he wants, and we'll still go get lunch the next day and just, yeah.
Has anyone ever told you you're good looking?
My mom.
Okay, just know that people lie. All right, you ugly piece of shit. But no, it really is. He is a brother more than a friend.
Yeah.
We've been through enough. We've been friends long enough that, you know, I would do anything I can to make sure you're okay, protect you, and I know you do the same for me.
Absolutely.
So there's nothing I'm really worried about with this friendship ever. Like, it could be 5 years that we don't talk and we'd still, hey, what's up? And that's...
I mean, hell, you did that for a while when you moved out.
Yeah, when I moved out of state.
Yeah.
But again, like I've said, like, I didn't tell anybody when I moved out of state. I told 2 people, and that was really it, because I kind of had to tell those 2 people. But, you know...
You needed somebody to drive.
Yeah. But no, it really is like, you know, friendship for guys, I think, is extremely important because we just do not reach out for help other ways. And so having that camaraderie is always good. It's
Every time you say that word, you have to...
I'm going to just start saying when you have that thing, but it really is one of those things that it helps because, guys just being guys, yelling at each other for no reason.
Yeah.
It sometimes helps. And so, it is one of those things that we just don't ask for help. And then sometimes us talking to each other makes it a lot easier because it really is, you can't really understand the other sex fully. You really can't. Like if a girl's saying, I'm having cramps because I'm on my period, there is no way in hell I'm going to understand how that feels.
Yeah. Like I've had the cramps you get after running and not drinking water or whatever,
But if they have to come to you and, hey, I'm not feeling good because it's hard for us to really be like, oh my God. Like I couldn't imagine because we don't get that. Like it really is.
Yeah. But then again, when you see some guy in YouTube videos getting like cup checked, everybody feels that.
I feel that differently. You guys feel it as like, ow, I think of a painful experience that I'm going, I wish I just got hit in the nuts.
Maybe we'll get to that story later.
FYI, everything is still there. Nothing's missing down there. It's just one's a little bit lower than the other. That's it. So, yeah, when somebody gets hit in the balls, I don't feel bad for them as much. Because I'm like, yeah, that pain is nothing. But it does hurt. I'm not going to lie, it does hurt. If you hit that one, oh.
Yeah, you feel it in your stomach.
Yeah, it's not fun. But, again, it's just one of those things. As a guy, it's just, we talk about...
Period of pains, no idea. Getting cup checked, oh yeah, we know that.
Yeah, like it's hard for guys just in general to go to anybody. It really is. It's just, we'd rather just go in our room, grab a drink, and do whatever we do. Like, but we need to understand that opening up and having the friendship and having somebody there just to talk to and just to listen and tell you if you're right, tell you if you're wrong. Because the thing is, like, this friendship works out so well because it really is one of those, hey, you're having a bad day. What's the problem? This is what happened. You're not having a bad day. You're not.
Yeah.
Like, breathe. You're good. Enjoy the rest of the day. And then other times it is, hey, what's wrong? This. Oh, dude, come here. Like, let's hang out for the rest of the day. I got you. Like, you have to be able to see the difference of when something is truly wrong or something is just a mishap.
You feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, because with you get overwhelmed a lot on very small things.
That's because I tend to overthink a lot of things.
Yeah. And so it's like, I have my 5-minute process where I get 5 minutes to stress about it, and then all right, let's breathe and keep going. Where other people go, okay, I got 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to add 5 more minutes. Okay, 5 more minutes, because, hell, you were going to a concert. They didn't have a hat in your size. Whole time driving back,
Yeah, but then again, I did want to get one of the hats, and I was really looking forward to it, but then because I have a gigantic dome.
Fat head.
Yeah. I mean, I think the biggest size they had there was like 7 5/8.
That is big, okay? 7 5/8? Big. For hat size, not big.
I don't remember. But whatever it was, they didn't carry it.
Yeah.
Whatever my head was, they didn't carry it.
Yeah.
Like 7 5/8 would fit, but it would be snug and it would give me a headache. So they were like, you wouldn't want to wear that the whole time.
Yeah.
But then again, I also didn't want to spend $300 on a hat.
Yeah, I just don't see a reason for that. But again, that's me.
It's me as well. I don't see a reason for it.
That's crazy. Like, granted, I have some hats, but I mean, free.
Yeah, for the guys, or for everybody else who can't see, he's got, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 hats just all over the wall behind the camera, and one of them is a Wiener Schnitzel hat. The Wiener Schnitzel trucker hat.
Yeah, what's it say?
The world's most wanted wiener.
Yep. That's why I got it. It's true. Wiener Schnitzel has the most wanted wiener, not me. Anyways.
I thought Wiener Schnitzel gave you the greasy shits.
I mean, it does that too, but...
It still tastes good.
Why are we talking about Wiener Schnitzel?
Because I saw the hat.
This is about friendship, all right? Stop thinking about food, fat ass, all right? We are
I
going.
am hungry.
Oh, my. You said you wanted a burger, not a wiener, all right?
I really just want meat.
Oh, okay.
Give me some meat. No.
No.
Whoa.
I'm just.
We're close. We're not that close.
Friends can help.
But then again, you did ask me that question earlier when we were at the shop, and the $300 million one or whatever it was.
No, it was 750. And then it's 350, and I asked 175
Yeah.
because it said, if you got $350 million to get your best friend to sleep with you, how would you do it? So I read it and I went, hey, Zach, would you sleep with me for $175 million?
Yeah.
He said yes. So I went, well, that's easy. That was a quick 175 million. So if that's your question and you have that money, I mean, we'll make an OnlyFans just for that.
All right.
No, really. It's a good amount of money. All right.
Yeah, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20.
It's just a lot of money. Like, I'm okay with it. But no, it really is, like, again, having a friendship, having somebody that you can just joke around with, be a dumbass with, really, and just have fun is very, very helpful with mental health as a guy.
Yeah, because it gives you that point of stress relief.
Yeah. And it's just one of those, again, like, I'm not one for going and talking about my feelings to a stranger on a couch. I'd rather go and talk about my feelings with my friend on a chair to a bunch of strangers maybe sitting on the couch.
Yeah,
But-
depending on if this podcast gets traction, which I really hope it does.
Yeah.
Because
But
this is a nice thing, and I hope we can help however many people this thing reaches.
yeah, that's the most important part, is having people be able to see it and understand.
Yeah.
And then other people be able to see it and start to understand. And, you know, like I said, if women are watching this and they're going, well, I'm trying to figure out why my boyfriend had a stressful day, just keep watching and you'll be able to start understanding him a little bit better. Because it
little
really
by
is.
little, we'll start getting into that stuff.
Because I do watch podcasts about women, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, I never thought about it that way. And then it's, okay, well, now I got 2 points of view without even having to talk to anybody, and it's nice to have those points of view.
Yeah, because it gives you a different perspective on everything.
Yep, exactly. So, question.
Okay.
Would you rather have a large group of friends that you're not very close with, or a very small group of friends, like one or two that you're extremely close with?
Very small group of friends.
Okay, so, you know.
Effectively what I have now.
Yeah.
Because it's you, Justin.
Yep. But,
Yeah.
so, again, this is just us being friends. One reason you don't really care about social media.
Yeah.
Because you don't really care if 100 people follow you and see what you had for lunch.
I posted something and got 40 likes. Woohoo!
Yeah.
No, I really don't care. I post things on there just to show off, because maybe sometimes, like when I posted on Instagram the picture of my Jeep,
Yeah.
I just liked the look of the picture. So I was like, hey, maybe somebody will like this.
Yeah. And like you said, like, you do it to show off, but not that way. Yours is more
Yeah.
of like, I'm showing you what I'm doing. It's not really to be like, I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Yours is more like, I just spent this amount of money to put a rack on my Jeep. I'm going to put it on there and look at it, like it, and then show people that also have racks and be like, hey, what do you guys think of this one?
Yeah.
I think I did a pretty good job. And it's not really just like, oh, let me post so I get more likes and more followers, and let me be the center of attention basically for this big group of people for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I would never really like being the center of attention anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't see a want or need to get famous on social media.
Yeah.
Like all those TikTokers and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
like influencers.
Yeah, all the influencers, yeah, they're cool. And sure, they have a big following, but
Mine
really
is
matter to
mine is
me.
like both, because it is like, it would be nice to have that following, but if only if you're using it for good, only if you're using it to help. It's not, let me just dance and bring nothing to the table. Mine, I'd rather be able, like this. If I put this on TikTok, I'd much rather people see it and go, oh, that makes way more sense. Then people just go like, oh, that had a cool beat. Oh, that was a cool little twist. Oh, that was whatever it is. Mine is more of like, if it's going to help, then yes, I'd much rather that be a trend or whatever it is. Because it's like, you know, that like the the double it or take it or double it and pass
the
it to
ones
the
you've been
next one.
showing me.
Yeah, so it's like those. Like the first ones were probably true. The first ones were probably, do you want $1? No, okay, I'll double it, give it to the next person. Do you want $2? No, and they kept going. But then you get these people just making fun of it and using it to be the trend now, where it's like, oh, do you want this or do you want the next coworker to get it? Oh, now I'm going to have to spend $2 million and not a single person gets $1. And I'm like, I'd much rather see that real stuff happen, because like for me, that's what I would want my friend group to do.
Yeah.
I would want my friend group to go and be like, hey, Chris, let's go and give away this to somebody and actually give it away. Let me do this and actually help somebody. Like,
yeah, instead of just doing it for the clout.
Yeah. Vroom.
He was going fast.
He was really fast on the street. That's illegal. But
Woo!
right, whoop. But no, it really is just like for me on my friend group, on like that kind of thing. I have different friend groups to a certain extent, because like you, again, you're my brother. Like you're a friend, but you're my brother. Like if somebody asks, I'm like, that's my best friend. That's my brother. Like that's what it is. And then I have other people that are my brother, just like you are, as friendship. And then I have my actual brother. But then it's, I have other groups where it's like we're best friends. Like we have like my gaming friends where it's like I can go to them and talk to them about anything as well. But most of the time we're gaming and just letting stress go,
And they may be on here some point in the future.
I'll try to get as many people as we can.
Yeah, either in person or through Discord.
Yeah, like priority would be person.
Yeah,
because I'd much rather be able to talk down or talk with them, sit down
to them,
talk down. Oh, you think you should be on my podcast? Get out! No, I'm just kidding. But it really is just one of those. Like it's just nice to have that friendship and have that and
camaraderie.
Yep, that word, and just be able to express it and just let your feelings out and mess around, because it's like. I'm not saying it because I've had a speech impediment when I was younger, and the R, like the letter R, was always hard for me to say.
Yeah. Hey,
and
Chris,
so,
what's that?
No. And so, no, it's a ceiling. But
what's above that?
I'm not answering that. It's the ceiling. It's a thing above the ceiling. But it's one of those things. Like I know I've had it, and like when I was younger, it was very hard to get over it, because so many people would make fun of it. I would say the word and it would just sound like a W the whole time. And so it was like, my name was terrible because it's Chris and then my last name. And I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to say this? And it's like, oh, well, at least you don't have a stutter. And I'm like, I'm not going to say that either. Like it was just every single time.
Yeah.
And then I had the friend group that would make fun of it, but theirs was more of a joking manner. And then I had the people that actually made fun of it. And then that's when my friends would step in and be like, hey, hold on. Like, we can do that because I love this guy. You don't know him. Shut up. And I'm like, it was always nice to have somebody to protect me as well. But it's like, I never needed it, but it was nice knowing that I had friends that would basically take a bullet for me, that I do have friends that would stand up for me when I couldn't stand up for myself.
Yeah, you'd try to take a bullet for me, but it would still...
it would go straight through me.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be like, no, and then you'd still be dead, and I'd be like...
Maybe. I've got a nice thick layer here.
Yeah, no, you could take probably like a mag for me, so I'm good. But, no, but it really is one of those things, and, the list, how it goes down. Okay, so you want... a crazy friend.
Yeah.
Check. You?
Check.
All right. An honest friend?
Check.
Check. A long-term friend? Check. A gossipy friend? A work friend? Check.
Check.
A loyal friend?
Check.
Check. And a friend you admire? But it is just like one of those things that like if you have that list, like if you have one person that meets all of those, or you have 3 people that meet all of them, or 7 people that meet all of them, like if you have one of each of those, your group is perfect, because you have somebody that you can just talk to and mess around with. You have somebody that will always have your back for such a long time. You'll have that person that will always take care of you. And then, you'll have that one friend that you will look at and go, I need to reach where he's at. Or I need to reach where she's at. Like, it is one of those things that's nice to have that group, because it helps you mentally so much without even knowing.
Well, that brings in the old saying. I don't know how old it is, but surround yourself with people you want to be like. So if you surround yourself with the people on the list, like he said, eventually you will start gaining some of their traits and effectively become an outcome of all of their personalities.
Yeah. And then that one, like you as yourself would be that 7 traits that you need or somebody else needs. So you'd be able to help somebody without even knowing.
Yeah. Which is sometimes the best feeling.
Yeah. But friendships can also hurt you as well, because sometimes it's too late to know that it's not a friendship. Like you have that friend that will take advantage. You have that person that makes it look like they want you to succeed. But
in
truly,
reality, they're just trying to ride your coattails to success.
Well, it's that, or they watch how you're doing something and they'll give you bad advice.
Yeah.
They'll see what it is and just be like, no, you should do this instead. Trust me. It's better. And I'm like, it's just, again, one of the things for me is just being grounded. Just knowing who I am and just being able to be like, look, this is what I think. And if we're going to go off logic, this is what I think. So let's go from there. Where other people, it is emotional and sometimes, oh, well, you should do this. And because they got mad at you yesterday for something, they might not give you the best advice.
Yeah, they might try to get back at you.
Yeah. So with that, can you think of a friend that hurt you?
I don't have one coming to mind right now. Actually, yes, I do.
Don't have to give names, but
I knew him probably longer than I've known you.
okay.
And you know who I'm talking about.
Maybe.
He's down the street.
Okay.
Yeah. I've known him for a long time. And it's like all the way through elementary school, junior high school. But then once high school hit, he found a different clique, and then they started to poke fun at me. Like, granted, I'm not going to say I was bullied in high school, because I wasn't. But I was the butt of the joke like 70% of the time. And
over time, that does get annoying and hurt.
Yeah. Being the butt of a joke, being the thing that somebody makes fun of, that's not, I don't like that.
Yeah.
And he started doing that.
Okay.
So I'm just like, all right, sure, I'll say hi, but I'm not going to make an effort to go out of my way for you, because why would I?
Yeah, you never put an effort in to go out of your way to stand up for me.
Yeah.
As well. With that, being the butt end of the joke and stuff like that, was it more behind your back or was it more like to you?
Both.
And of course, behind your back hurt more.
Yeah. I know people talk about me behind my back. I am fully aware of that.
Yeah, always.
But the fact that he didn't have the gall to say it to my face, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that a lot. Or I don't like that at all.
And then for you, do you find it hard to make new friends?
What kind of friends are we talking about? Like super close friends or
like
just
friends.
like acquaintances?
No, friends. I would have said acquaintance if it was acquaintance. Like friends. Somebody you would talk to. Somebody you would have a friendship with for a long time. People that you're going to trust.
Well, you know me. I'm basically an open book. Anybody can ask me a question and I'll answer it.
Yeah.
But as for letting people in, it's very seldom that I do. Very rare when somebody will get as close as you are to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm pretty closed off.
Why do you think that? Like, not that you're closed off, but why do you think it's hard for people to get as close to you as like I have?
Time.
Time?
Yeah, time and effort.
Okay.
Because you were always the one to pull me out of wherever I was. Yeah. Like, not just speaking mentally, like physically. You would come over to my house and say, hey, we're going here. And I'm just like, I don't want to. Nope, you're going.
Yeah.
Nope. All right, there we go. Like, effectively kidnapping me.
Yeah, but I knew mentally you needed it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Because most of the people who call themselves my friend will just say, like, they'll invite me to go places, and I'll go, but then I'll just be the third wheel or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be left out, just being antisocial and all that stuff.
The one walking behind them on the sidewalk.
Yeah. walking the tail end of the group walking
Yeah.
just on my phone, just like, all right, I guess I'm not doing anything today.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's one thing that bugs me the most. When I go to hang out with people, I go to hang out with people. I don't go to hang out with the back of their phone.
Yeah. Well, always. And that's why our friend group is our friend group. But
yeah.
with that, because you're saying you think it's more time and effort for it. For me, I think it has that to a certain extent for our friendship, but I also think I'm a grounded person, so I know what I'm feeling and I know what I'm thinking. And a lot of the time, I can be the one that's just like, you're having whatever kind of day, and I'm not going to be your yes man. And I'm not just going to be like, oh, is that what it is? Okay, well, let's do it. Like, I'm like, no. Wake up. Let's go do this. Hey, you're good. Small problem. You can step over it. I guarantee you. Let's go do this.
Yep.
I feel like a lot of people don't have those friends. I feel like a lot of people do have friends that are just yes men that, like you said, they go and let's go to dinner. Okay. And then everybody's on their phone. And it's just like, that's not what a friendship is. That's not what this like camaraderie is. You need somebody there to talk to you. You need somebody, especially on the male side, to go, hey, wake up, talk to me. How are you? I'm good. No, you're not. Talk. Like, I can see it. I know you. You're my friend.
Yeah. But
like,
that also is included with the time thing.
Yeah.
Because you've known me long enough to know when I'm in a mood.
Yeah. But it is one of those, like, you can read it pretty easy as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain things on your moods that are hard. And because I've known you for so long, I can see them. But for the other ones that are pretty easy to see, there are times that I can see you mad, upset, sad, and somebody's not asking you what's wrong. And I'm just going, somebody wake up and ask. Like,
yeah.
Somebody be that friend.
Yeah,
because everyone needs
since I wear my emotions on my sleeve a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I wear my heart on my sleeve almost all the time. Granted, I have walls put up, quote, but it's just one of those things. That's how I was raised. It's the household that I was brought up in.
Yeah.
We talked about that already, though.
Yeah.
But same questions for you. They're over there.
That's a W.
Okay. Yeah, I can't read your writing. I can read my chicken scratch, but not yours.
Yeah.
Well, effectively, same questions to you.
You got to ask questions. I'm not answering nothing.
Okay. I don't have a creative mind. What would it take for someone, or for you to consider someone a close friend?
For me to consider somebody a close friend, it would be more about what we've been through than just time and effort. I feel like if I'm with somebody and we went through something traumatic together, that would make them a friend right then and there, and there's not much that could break it. So I feel like
you have a shared experience.
Yeah, and I feel like the experience part of it is what makes people a close friend. So it's like, we're not going through story time right now. We're just going to ask questions, but it is like that's like those. It's me and you used to longboard. You almost got hit by that car. I'll always remember that because you were so close to dying in front of me, and it was just one of those things. I'm like, I almost lost my brother right then.
Yeah,
like that would have scarred. That would have, it was over 10 years ago. And something that would have scarred me, but at the same time, as soon as that happened, I got very protective of you at the same time. We would go somewhere and you do something, I'd be like, whoa, and you would never notice it because it's nothing that I need to do. I don't need to prove myself and be like, hey, let me take care of you. It was just, I'd see something and be like, he's having a bad day. Hey, let's go. Okay, this guy's saying something. What'd you say? If you're going to say it just, what's up? Like this, no. Yeah. And so it was always, I had your back no matter what. And especially after that, it was just instant. There was nothing after that. It was just no matter what. Again, I could leave and not tell you, but if you called me and said, hey, I need something, I would have drove 24 hours just to make sure you were okay. There was nothing stopping that. So I think it's more about the experience for me to get closer and then how open you are about it as well. Because, again, I don't like lying. I think it's annoying. If somebody's going to get hurt from what you said, so be it. You just got to be honest on it. And so it is one of those things as well. If somebody's talking to me and they're, well, I can't do it because I got to go do this. But then I see that they did something else, or the truth does come out.
When they say they have something to do, like
but
they need to do laundry, and then they post on Snapchat that they're at a club.
Well, anything. It could be something smaller than that. It's just if you have to lie to me about something, the friendship will never be able to reach the family. You'll stay a friend if you're going to lie about anything. If it's going to be something small and I find out, I'm going to go, okay, what's something large that you lied about? Like, you want me to trust you, but you're going to do these stupid lies and then expect me to trust you.
If you're going to lie about something this small, what big thing have you not
and
told
so
me?
Mine's more of what we've been through and then also how honest you are. So it's the experience plus communication. That's what for me makes a friendship, and then that's what makes it into a family. That's when you get into the very small circle that we have, and I'm going, my doors are open, I have an extra bed. Like, it doesn't matter if we have a history or not. If you need something, I am there. But at the end of the day, if you take advantage of that, that door will never be open like it was before. That door will be open, and I'll be standing there, and I'll be watching you. Before, it was, my door's open. Now it's, let me go unlock it for you. And so it would build a wall, but it wasn't for everybody.
Yeah.
It was just for that certain person. So it
You
wasn't
had to
like,
have the right passcode.
basically, but it was just one of those. It wasn't for every person I met. Like, oh, one friend lied, so now I have walls up for friendships. No, it was just that one person. Hey, you're going to be right here now outside the line. Everyone else, come on in. Like, I need to keep an eye on this guy.
Yeah, keep them at an arm's length.
Yeah, and so friendship for me is like big for that way of making friends. And it's like, I'm antisocial enough, but it's not because I'm antisocial. It's just I don't like people like being around that much. It's not that I'm claustrophobic or anything. It's just I just don't like being around a certain amount of people. Like, sometimes it can just be too much. But at the end of the day, like, if somebody needs to take control of the group, I'll step in if I have to. If somebody needs to make people laugh, I'll step in if I have to, like whatever it is. If a friend gets hurt, I'm 100% stepping in. But at the end of the day, for me, it's the honesty, communication, and then the experience of what it is. Because even if it's something small, we can still go through a very, not triggering experience, but we can go through an experience that I'll always remember. And so it just comes back, and I'm like, no, they did this for me, no matter what, I got them. Or I did this for them, I know they got me.
Yeah, which 100% makes sense. And if you're the same way as that, then more power to you. But when I was explaining how I view it and how I, like, my course of action, that's just how I do it. And
everybody's different.
Yeah. For you guys, it may be something else, which is totally fine. Just make sure you surround yourself with good people.
No, and
you don't want to surround yourself with people that are going to use and abuse. And
yeah, it comes down to, like you said, if you surround yourself with good people, you're going to be a good person. And it's just, guys and girls are different as well on this kind of friendships and stuff like that, because it is sometimes girls will talk trash about each other and then not be friends. Guys that talk trash and then go have food. And then, sometimes a girl will be like, oh, she's wearing the same thing, I could never be her friend. And guys would be like, I like your shirt, high five. Yeah. And so it's like there's small differences for it, but in the end, that's not what I'm talking about on friendship. Mine's more of the mental state. Mine's more of, are these friends that you can go to and talk and let your express yourself and be able to open up and be able to not feel judged and be able to just go, hey, this is what I'm feeling, I need you there, and somebody be able to do it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I believe in you. You got another question. Come on. I see the gears going.
They weren't going until you said you wanted another question. But, all right. What do you think of our group dynamic? You, me, and Justin.
For the podcast or just the group?
Just the group. Not just for this. This is the life outside the podcast.
Well, like, no matter what, if it's me and you and we have anybody else, it doesn't matter to me. Like, okay. It's no offense to Justin on that, but it's like if me and you went out with somebody else and it wasn't Justin, it wouldn't be like, oh my God, it's such a big change. But like, again, Justin, love him.
Yeah.
Like, we have a lot of stuff in common. We have a lot of things we can talk about. It's all the same, unfortunately, all the same kind of upbringing and stuff like that. But there's times with certain people, even with you, that it can be enough. And it's the same with me. Like, I know a lot of the time I can be a dick. I know a lot of the time I can be very honest and truthful, and you don't need that. A lot of the time I can step in because there are times that, you know, somebody would tell a story and I'm the one going, hold up, you got that mixed up. Okay, go ahead. And it's like, do I really need to do that? No. But me mentally, I look at it going like, you're lying. Like, it's not really that you like messed up. It's just more
you're
of like
embellishing.
Yeah, like you're just putting something extra, and I'm like, stop. Like, don't do that. Like, it was this. Go ahead. And a lot of time, even with you and with Justin, if I do that, I know it's like, oh, come on, Chris, just like let me talk. And it is. I'm just like, okay. Like, again, if I hurt your feelings, sorry, but I'm not sorry. And I'm not going to say sorry, not sorry, but it's just one of those. Like, I'm going to say what I'm thinking. I'm going to say how I'm feeling. If I offend you, you're offending yourself based on what I said. Like, there's nothing that I'm really going to look at and go, ugh.
Yeah, it's not your intention to offend. It's your intention to educate.
I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, educate. It's just to express. Like, it's the same if somebody's going, you know, this is what happened. I'm going to be like, okay, cool. I don't really care, but that's cool. And if they get hurt by it, I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know what you want me to say. You want me to go like, that's unbelievable. I can't believe you did that, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to do that. Like, because no matter how cool something was, I'm always the same. Something's cooler. Like, no matter how bad something was, something's worse. Like, it's just, you're not going to take that chart and I'm going to be like, what? Like, that's crazy. I'm going to be honest and be like, yeah, I don't really find that interesting. And then a lot of people will go, because it's like how I used to meet people. Especially with Stretch. We'd go somewhere and I'm like, hi, my name's Chris. I'm an asshole. And everyone would laugh about it. And then we'd talk to him for like 10 minutes. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to go get a beer. Walk away. The girl or guy would be like, your brother's a dick. And he'd be like, no, he's an asshole. He's not a dick. Like, he told you.
Yeah, he came out and said it.
And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm going to say it because if I go, hi, I'm Chris, I'm brutally honest, everyone's going to be like, that sounds like a lie. And then once I start talking and you start talking and we have that debate or just talk, I'm very honest on everything. So somebody can be like, oh, I did this, whatever. And I'm just like, that's cool. Anyways, and just continue it. And they'll be like, oh, that's mean. Why'd he do that? And Stretch to just go, because he really doesn't care. Like, you're bringing up something that just doesn't matter right now. And so why would any of us really want to talk about it? The difference is Chris will say that. None of us are going to go, hey, that story is really not part of what we're talking about. Let's go here instead. I'm more of the, hey, that story does not belong here. Tell it somewhere else. And then people get mad. But again, if you get mad, okay.
Yeah.
If you get sad, I'm not here to be understood. That's just what it is. I'm cool with not being understood. I'm going to stay who I am. Doesn't mean I'm just going to
and you shouldn't
change it.
You shouldn't change who you are just to fill in what people should think of you.
Yeah. And so I feel like with my friendships, like with us, with Justin, with other people I won't name, it's the friendships are there because they understand that with me. They are somebody that understands me. The people that aren't my friends don't understand me. And then people that are do. But I'm not here to be understood. I'm here just to learn and teach the same thing. And so it's one of those, like, a lot of friends understand certain aspects, but they don't understand fully, but that doesn't matter to them because of the experience or time or any of that stuff. Everything just goes together because it's a friendship. So it's like, I don't have to understand everything about you, but I understand you.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it goes. Something can happen to you that I'm going, yep. But at the end of the day, I'm still there for you. At the end of the day, I'm still going, hey, if you're going to cry, here's my shoulder. If you need to talk, I got 2 ears that sort of work. I'm going to try to listen. Like, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And if you need somebody to talk to you, I will talk and won't shut up till you tell me to. And so it's like, I always try to be the rock in the friend group, but I'm also not trying to be that at the same time because I'm not really going, I need to be the center of attention. It just happens to be that sometimes. And I'm not going like, hey guys, I'm over here. It's just like, oh, Chris is over there. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But I'm not trying to be like, again, the alpha. I'm not trying to do any of that BS stuff. I'm just trying to be me. I'm just being who I am. I'm grounded. I've grown up. I understand who I am. I understand how the world works. Let's go. I understand I might not be here tomorrow. I'm cool with it. I might be here for the next 70 years. I'm cool with it. You might be here tomorrow. You might not. I'm cool with it. No matter what, I'm grounded. And no matter what, I got my friends. I know who I can trust. And I know I can trust other people, but I just don't need it. Like, I'm not trying to make friends all the time. It's just sometimes I do need somebody and sometimes I don't. So it is when I left and I didn't tell anybody I was leaving, there wasn't many people that went, oh, I can't imagine Chris ever doing that. Everyone went,
what?
Yeah, everyone went, yeah, that's Chris. Like, he's going to try to start his life with something. Let him go. If he comes back, he's still going to be Chris. Like, it's not going to change.
Yeah.
And that's just how it goes. I know it's pretty similar with you on that. Now, you're pretty grounded on who you are. You have your friends. You understand what family and friends are for us.
Yeah, like I would drop everything in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Like if my family called right now, I'd be like, gotta go.
Yep, and I'd be like, all right, guys, at the end, bye. But
yeah.
No, it really is that. Because family is important, but friends that become family are also just as important. Like, that's just what it is. Just like the old saying is, your friends or family you choose. Everyone knows that, and that's what we need. Sometimes we need to be able to choose it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need to be able to go, I need a brother like you that will understand that I am an asshole, but you also understand it's coming from a good heart. It's not just me being a dick. It's coming from a good heart.
Yeah. You're an asshole with a heart of gold.
Yeah. Like, I'm not ever going to go, I'm better than you. But if you're doing something and I know I'm better than you, I am going to say it. But that's not me going like, oh, me as a person, like, I'm better than you. It's just like, oh, we're going to play this video game. Okay. I'm pretty good at it. And I'm like, I'm not cocky. I'm just confident.
Yeah.
Like, it's really it. And so it's like, for the friend group, that's normally what it is for me. It's most of the time, you know, like, I have a buddy that went into the Navy and he's back home now and all that. But me and him were friends from 3rd grade up until after high school for a couple years. But then he's in a group of friends that I used to be a part of, but not fully, just because me and one of them don't really like each other, but the rest of them, like, not bad. But it wasn't a group that I was ever like, oh, I would drop anything for any of these guys. It was just him. If anybody else happened, I'd be like, okay, I'm here if you need me, but I'm not going to drop everything for you. For him, still, we haven't really talked in 2 years, maybe. Still to this day, if something happens to him and I get a message, I will find out where he is and I will go. It doesn't matter. That is a friend that we've been through enough. That's a family. You're there. I'm there. No matter what. If the other group is there and they don't like me, and I know most of them don't, I don't really care. I'm not there for any of them. I'm here for him. So if anything happens, I will have his back. And so it's like, with us, like you're saying, if something happened to your family, you do it. If something happened to me, same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, if anything happened with your dad or something like that, I would be like, all right, where are we going?
Yeah. But even with that, when the dog went missing, who was the first one to go, I got her?
Yeah, you were.
Like, your family.
We were out, I think we were at a concert or something like that. Or, yeah, probably. Anyway, we were out.
You were either at a concert or you were out at dinner.
No, definitely a concert.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a concert. But go ahead.
But anyway, we were out at a concert.
But like that, I jump in and you understand. I'm not doing it to try to be.
Yeah.
I'm just going, I think, but I'm not sure either. So I'm just saying this is what it might have been.
Yeah. But when we were out there, we have Ring cameras for our house. So I was checking one of the Ring cameras and I saw it was around the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And our dogs hate fireworks. Like, absolutely hate them. We had left the dog outside because we thought we would get home at a relatively decent time. So on our way back home, I decided to check the phone or check the Ring cameras. And on the front door camera, we don't have a fenced-in yard. I saw our dog running from the gate, like from the main entry gate that you can drive cars through. So when I checked the back cameras, that gate was closed and locked. So she straight up jumped. She's a pit bull and she's got hops. As soon as I saw that happen, I was on the phone and I called him and I was like, hey, Chris, the dog got out and she's somewhere like in the city.
Yeah, you guys just found out she was missing and you're like, we're calling the pound right now. We're doing all this. If you can find a way to help, please. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, you hopped in your truck.
Yeah, I drove around for a good hour first.
Yeah.
And then couldn't find her. And then you guys were saying you're going through everything and she had a caller. but I don't think she had it on at that time.
I think she did because when we got home, she was on like a makeshift leash or no. I don't remember.
I don't think she did because I went and picked her up and she didn't have one. I remember she didn't have one.
Okay.
Because I found her on Facebook.
That's right. Yeah, you found her on Facebook.
Because you guys were calling the pound and I was like, I think I found her. And then I sent you a picture and you're like, yep.
Yeah. Yeah. This was shortly after we had gotten her. We adopted her, and the people that had her before, they must have been like people who run dog fights or something like that, and they were using her as a warm-up dog. And seeing pictures, man, she was all cut up and all sad and everything like that. So we decided to give her a good home, and now she is spoiled rotten, and my dad's in love with her.
Yeah, she has a nicer bed than you now, so I don't...
Yeah, we built a full-on doghouse.
Yeah, with AC. AC.
Yeah, not just one of those little plastic ones you buy from like Home Depot. No, it's an extension of our house. Like full-on, short of insulation, it's got everything. Heater, AC, raised floors, vents, windows, everything. It's better than my room. But it might be bigger than my room.
It is bigger. But I remember...
What the fuck, Mom?
You guys calling, going like, hey, can you help? And I was like, drop everything. And I literally just left here and went for a drive for about an hour. And I was like, maybe Facebook, checked it. Somebody's like, hey, found a dog. And I was like, Zach, send me pictures. And you sent me a picture. I'm like, yep, that's her. So then I called the lady and I was like, hey, I'm going to come. Where you at? Here's my address. I went and I was, come here. She came running to me and I was like, yep, this is the dog, 100%.
Yeah, this is her. This is the Snowball.
But it is one of those things, like no matter how small, even though that's a big one for most people because that's your animal, like that's family. Yeah. But it is one of those. At this
point, my dad, at that point in time, my dad was
still getting used to her.
Well, no, he was already in love with her. My dad forms connections with animals.
Oh, no, that was the other dog.
Yeah. Quick. So
the other dog, he was just, and then your mom was like, that's mine.
Yeah. The little black dog we have with an overbite. He's so funny looking. He looks like a sucker fish. Just.
But even with that.
Yeah. But he was so connected to her, and he was, I don't want to say broken, but he was really, really upset.
Yeah.
Not upset mad, upset sad.
Yeah. Because he was thinking could have got hit, anything.
He was thinking the worst.
Yeah. And plus it's her, so... That's the kind of dog it is. So a lot of people are like, oh, but she's a sweetheart. She's a marshmallow. Like, she's a baby.
Yeah.
But it is just one of those things. Like, no matter what, I got your back. No matter what, I got your family's back. Like, something happens, I'm going to be there.
Yeah, my family is your family and vice versa.
Nice. Like, every time your mom calls you, hi, Mom. Like, all right, bye, Mom. Hi, Dad. Like, that's just what it is. But at the end of the day, friends or family you choose. Like, your family is my family because that's a family I chose.
Doesn't mean your family's bad. Just means it's like, okay, I'm going to include these people as well.
No, that's all it is.
They may be weird and a little bit off kilter, but I like them.
Yeah, but it is one of those, like, if I got married and I had a guest list, there's people in my family that aren't invited.
Oh, yeah,
there's
here.
Aunts and uncles and cousins that aren't invited. And then I have other families that are friends, but they're family that are just going to be the same as how my mom and dad are going to be. It'd be the same. They'll be like, all right, dance with your mom. I'd probably have 5 moms on the floor with me, and I'd just have them in a group huddle. Like, I'm dancing with my mom. Like, that's just what it is. I love them all the same. Like, I really do.
Yeah.
One gave birth to me, but all of them raised me. All of them took care of me.
It takes a village to raise a child.
Yeah, exactly. So it is just one of those things that I see them all with the same love. I see them all the same way. And so it's like, that's how it is with friends. When they become family and you choose them, it is the same. It's when my brother gets married, I'll say something stupid. When you get married, I'm 100% saying something stupid. Like, that's just what it is. No matter what, everyone knows I'll have their back, and I'll always be the jokester, I'll always be whatever it is. But that friendship helps, and that having that as a guy really helps, because it is just one of those things that I can't just go to anybody and talk about stuff. I can be an open book with anybody. Don't get me wrong. You ask me about me, I'll bring up whatever you want to talk about. I'm not, there's nothing hidden. Like, what's up? And I'll just talk. I don't care. But if I don't know you, I'm not going to have the friendship conversation with you. I'm not going to get into full detail and say, this is how I feel about it. It'd just be like, oh, this is what happened. All right, bye. If it's friends, then it's different. This is what happened. This is how I felt. How would you feel? What do you think? If you were on the outside looking in, whatever it is, and I need all the logic I can get from it. I need everyone's point of view because I know I'm missing something, and it's nice to have those separate point of views. It's nice to have that a lot.
A voice or a view from a third party.
Yeah, and again, as a guy, I feel like it's very important for me to have that because when all you're hearing on the other side is bottle it up, be a man, be tough, whatever it is.
Why are you crying?
And it's just, I just want to talk. That's it. And so
I just
having
want my feelings to be heard.
And having the friend that I can go, these are my feelings. This is what I'm thinking. It is a major help and relief. And it's something that is taken for granted a lot. And I don't take my friends for granted. I understand how important each of them are. But with all this, do you have anything else to say? Or should the AI speak?
We have a story?
We do have a story.
Ooh, we almost forgot this time, too. But I think it's the AI's turn.
All right, let's get the AI to talk. And by that, I mean...
Speak.
Read it.
It's shy.
Okay, I guess I'll do the speaking.
Let me...
Boop.
All right. So, as you guys know, we like to do the AI stories. With the website that we use, we don't own it. With the website we use, we input a prompt, and the AI will generate a story based off the prompt that's input into it.
Yeah.
And we'll tell you when we end the prompt. He wrote it today, so he's going to read it.
Well, I mean, the prompt is just, without my friends, I don't know where I'd be.
Yeah, which is a good way to start.
I think that's exactly what it is.
All right. Now, what did the AI do to continue that?
Well, the AI wrote, "They are the world to me, and I am a better person for knowing them. There is no greater thing than friendship except maybe love itself. Friendship is what keeps us going in this life. It gives us meaning to our existence. It's not always roses and sunshine with your friends, but there has to be mutual respect between you guys or else things can get nasty. If not, then they will leave you behind like a pair of old, worn-out shoes. That's why you should never let anyone take advantage of you because that's not the way of a friendship. You have to treat your friend with respect. A true friend doesn't need anything from you. He just needs you. He knows when you're sad and happy. In most cases, we keep our problems and sadness all bottled up inside. But sometimes if you share your troubles with someone trustworthy, they can help guide you through the dark times. I believe..." That's a good line. "I believe that a good friend will always be honest with you, even if it hurts or upsets you. Honest goes hand in hand without trustworthiness. We must have confidence in each other, which means being truthful and trusting one another. When people are treated well, they tend to reciprocate by treating others nicely. And finally, a true friend is patient, kind, generous, supportive, and forgiving. I want to make my friends proud of me. I don't want to disappoint them. My friends are my family, and I am so grateful for their unconditional love and support. They are like God to me. Without them, I would be nothing. They give me strength to carry on when I feel like quitting. When you find real friends, you'll know. You won't have to worry about what they think about you anymore. There will be no more secrets between you two, and everything will come out into the open. And if you find those friends, you may be okay as long as you have your parents. You do not need to be popular among everyone. Find the ones who accept you as who you are and hold on tight. The best part of having friends is that you get to learn from them. Sometimes you might end up learning something you didn't even know you needed to know. It's a beautiful thing. Friends are the family we choose for ourselves. The only problem with that is that some people don't realize how important family is until it's too late. If you ask me, nothing beats being able to talk to someone about anything under the sun without the fear of judgment."
That was a beautiful story.
That story is exactly what we talked about.
Absolutely.
And it comes down to understanding.
Yeah. This AI, sometimes it gets the story a little weird, but most times it gets it right on. Yeah. And this one was one of those nights, and I'm astounded with how well it came out.
Do you think of anything reading that? Because I can't, because we already spoke about everything that was on that.
Basically everything that we touched on through the episode.
Yeah.
But nothing's coming to my mind right now. So,
Well, I don't have anything else less to say other than I love my friends. And I hope you love yours. And I hope in the end we can become friends.
you can consider us friends. You can consider me a friend. And I'm sure it goes the same for you. Come on. We're talking about we love them and everything, and it's like, don't.
Yeah, I mean, they're good. No, it really is just one of those things. If you guys need anything, if anything comes to light, if you heard anything in that story that made you think of anything, write it down, let us know, send me a message, talk to me on Discord, wherever you want to reach out. You know, I love being able to hear. I love being able to talk. I love being able to understand. And most importantly, I love to learn. So it is one of those things that if you need a friend and you don't realize how important friendship is and you need somebody just to talk to, we're here.
Sorry. I thought I had a sneeze.
Bless you. But it is one of those things that sometimes you just need this. Sometimes you just need somebody that's just there.
It's always good to have somebody that'll stand next to you in your time of need.
Exactly. So until next time, we will be here. Proud of you guys.
Hope you guys have a great night and a great rest of your week.